What's going on? It's Brandon, BLysticProductions, back with another mic review. This time I'm testing out this FIFINE K688. They sent it to me, and this is gonna be my first real test of actually doing a video with it, so you guys get to see the mic quality and what it's all about at the same time as I do. So that being said, at the first part of the video, I'll go through and just use the mic as I am right now. This whole video is going to be recorded with the FIFINE 688. This is a $80 microphone, so it's super affordable. And I know some people have it different than others, so I don't mean that in any offensive way. But as far as microphones go, this is on the really affordable side. And I know from previous FIFINE products, which you can see up there, whichever side it is, I never know. But I did do a review of one of their USB microphones, or USB only microphones, I should say. And that actually sounded good as well. And I have used that just to have in my bag and when I'm away from home or my initial setup. It could be used for any setup, but I use it that way because USB mics is a little bit more convenient to not have to travel with as much stuff or whatnot when you're going away, all the cables and connections, adapters, interface, and all that. But this mic here can be used as a USB microphone, but it also has an XLR connection. So that's the best of both worlds, which is dope as far as mics go, because usually you get one or the other. It is a dynamic microphone. It is a cardioid microphone. So being right here in front of it, you get one sound. If you turn it to the side, this should have like a lot thinner sound, and turning it towards the back, that sound would probably be completely unusable, but it's not meant to be used that way. It's meant to be somewhat in front of you. From what I understand, like a 45-degree-ish type angle is the best angle to have it at, and you don't want to talk right into it, and that because that way you'll get all the plosives and all that kind of stuff. And if you don't know what that is, the plosives sound like Daffy Duck or something, but the plosives is when you have those P words and the B words and stuff, and it just give those bursts of air. And if you don't have some type of pop filter in front of you, that could be bad. But again, that's not how you use the mic. Having it at a good 45-degree angle and talking a little bit past it, but letting that sound pass by in a nice way, and you know what I've been doing this whole time. That's the gist of it. But yeah, so as far as mics go, a lot of times, especially nowadays, you don't have to really be too afraid of having a budget-friendly microphone. Technology has come a long way. Back years ago, me and some friends, when we used to do our rapping and all that kind of stuff and had the group going on, we used like $100 microphone way back, like a decade ago. And actually I used that mic for a lot of stuff up until just a few years ago, when I started using a blue condenser mic. I point like it's in frame, but it's not. It's over there, trust me. That mic actually used for a lot of stuff, whether it's just having record people talk in a video like this, for podcast stuff. And it actually was really usable for a long time. The only reason I got the blue is because I wanted to step it up a little bit more and try to be like engineering and have people come through and record and all that. But that was short-lived because I didn't even really go through with that. I didn't want people in and out my house like that. But I used the blue mic for a while, and really compared to this, you can check out my older videos when I was using the blue mic and let me know if this sounds any better or worse than those. My thoughts, I think it's gonna sound as good as that mic. Recently, you may have seen my other video. I picked up the Shure SM7B. The last couple videos I used that. You could check that out and do comparisons yourself. I may or may not do comparisons between that or this. Y'all can let me know in the comments. Got a feeling y'all do want to see that, but this ain't that. If you want to see that, let me know and I'll be glad to do so. All of this rambling is just so you can see the mic quality, honestly. I'm gonna stop for a second and check it out myself, and we'll be back with some thoughts on the mic as well as a little bit more details. All right, so yeah, I just got done doing my listen back on the monitors and headphones and everything of this audio. And I will say I could use this and I will use this. I will recommend it. The only things, there always has to be some downsides, and they're not really that much of a downside. It just depends on how you plan on using the mic. If you want to travel with it, you may want to take a little bit care of it. So yeah, when I took it out the box, it does feel a little bit less weighty than some of the other mics that I've used. It is made out of metal. Most of this material around the shock mount as well as the base is metal. There are some plastic points around like where the shock mount holds the mic. But it gets the job done. It doesn't feel like it's gonna fall apart or anything like that. It's just something to be aware of. But the sound quality is, again, what you're going for. On the back, it has the two knobs. The volume knob for the headphones is like really hard to move. I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be or if it's defective or anything like that. But again, the mic works. It's just that knob for the headphone volume, I really have to squeeze down on it and use like force to turn it. But then the gain knob turns normally, so I don't know if that's the way it's supposed to be. And even if it was supposed to have a little bit more resistance on one of the knobs, I feel like the gain would be the one that should be a little bit tougher to move, because you don't really want your gain to be moving around like that. I don't know if that's supposed to be that way or not, but that's really the only negatives that I have about it. I haven't tried the USB-C connection really yet, but that's because I don't plan to use it that way. I may do that in another video, but from an XLR standpoint, it's definitely on par with other microphones that cost 4 to 5 times as much as this one. So keep that in mind. Like, what type of person are you? Are you all about the brand and all of that, or do you just want to get the job done and get that quality for your listeners or your viewers or whatever? Because if you're just about the quality and stepping up from like internal mic sounds or some smaller microphone or a USB mic and want to jump into XLR, this will be the perfect mic to do that. I'm not just saying that. I'm not receiving any type of financial compensation from FIFINE or anything like that. They asked me to review the mic, and this is just my thoughts on this mic. This is the first video I've done with it, but I have messed around with it over the last few weeks or whatnot. Anyway, let me know what you think in the comments. Will you be picking one up? Do you have one? And what do you think about it if you have one? I'm sure others would like to hear your experiences. Also, if you would like to pick up a FIFINE K688 mic, you can use my link in the description. I would really appreciate that. It does no extra cost to you, but it does help me. I just want to throw that out there. Yeah, until next time though, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hold it down. Have a good one.